Hello, I'm Tim Churchill from Tim Talk, and today I'm with Dr. Bacon, who is a professor at Bridgewater State University who runs a special group that helps people find their family history. Dr. Bacon, thanks for being here.
Very happy to be here. It's fun to talk with you.
Good, thank you. Now I understand you're in charge of the Legacy Exploration and Preservation Group, called LEGP. Can you tell me a little bit how this project came to be?
Absolutely. I'm a psychologist and I train counselors for a living, and group work is my specialty, and I love group work. I train everyone in group here at the university and also in our program, and one of the things that has interested me is to develop a group model, and so I thought women veterans was the perfect group to start working with, and so we piloted 5 years ago with women veterans.
Nice. Now, were you a counselor before you became a professor?
I am a psychologist and I have been for 38 years.
Wow, sounds like a lot of experience. Can you tell me about the people who participate in your legacy exploration groups?
Well, we're looking at three groups: veterans, people affiliated with veterans, and elders. And so we try to go to councils on aging and assisted living facilities and outreach, talking to people, do workshops. And we've been able to we get participants every year. We have more need to run groups than we have time or people to run them. So that's the exciting piece. And the other thing, it's all grant driven. So I'm always out looking for money. We're on our last grant this year, and with hopes that I've submitted some, that we'd get some money for next year.
Wow, it seems like a very interesting project. How are some ways people participate in your group? Do they do projects on their own or only solely based in it?
That's a very good question. We do them both ways. Every group is very different. Some folks come in and have ideas about how they want to explore, what do they want to look at, what are they interested in, or they have a project that they've already started. Other groups are sitting there with, I'm lost, I don't know what to do. And so we will bring in prompts, we will show them a lot of artifacts. I have some artifacts here of pieces from groups. We have a lot of materials we bring in, and sometimes that gets ideas going, or sometimes we do the project as a group. So it varies, very different from group to group.
So basically you're just open to suggestions from other of your members.
Oh, absolutely.
Right, well, that's good. How do all of your groups of members support each other?
Well, group work is very special. And when people feel safe in a group and have a topic that's similar, it's an interesting bond that happens, and I think that's the piece that I like a lot about group work. I'm one of 10, so I'm one of 10 children. I'm the second. I'm number 2. We all have numbers, and so group is like a big family for me. It's very comfortable, and that happens a lot in group work. And so the amount of support and interest and support to each other is absolutely amazing.
Wow, that's good to hear. I understand that veterans participate in researching their family history, but do other people participate in your groups also?
Yes, so people who will be parents or children of veterans or active military people, or who might be Gold Star mothers, we've reached out to. And then we also have worked with elders, so people in the groups have been, I'd have to say, 30 years old to about 102. So we've had some folks, yes, really up on that far end of looking at leaving something before they pass.
Nice. Wow. What is your favorite part of this project?
There's a lot of pieces that are favorite for me. I think it was interesting. I get bored easily. So the older I get, the easier I get bored. And so I'm always looking for new interests, new things to keep me engaged. And so some of it is the engagement, that I'm out in the community, I'm doing something different, I'm not just locked in an office. Some of it, all our facilitators are graduates of this program, starting back about 15 years ago. So I'm working with some great people, fabulous counselors that are in the field doing really neat things. And so we all come together, and they are a lot of fun. You would enjoy them tremendously. A lot of fun, a lot of creativity. So that's also great. And also I run a certificate program where I can have people coming from the community in and teach them how to run the groups.
Nice. Sounds like the members of your group have quite a bit of experience.
They do, yes.
Are there any special challenges you faced doing your work?
Yes, money. So finding grant money is tough. The Daughters of the American Revolution was the first grant with Bridgewater State University. The second year I was awarded the Presidential Fellowship, which means I didn't teach for a year. Instead, I just did the project. And now, I had money left over, so that lasted another year. And then this year we have a grant from Bridgewater. It's a scholarship grant. So finding money to run the groups and be out in the community is the biggest difficulty. And I don't want to forget the Rotary of the Bridgewaters just gave us a grant for supplies and so forth. So every little bit's helping out, but that's probably my biggest challenge.
Is there anything else you'd like the community to know about your project?
Well, I'd like folks to know that it's open to the community. And if someone wanted us to come to their Council on Aging, we've just went to a housing complex in Weymouth where they put a group together themselves and invited us over to run the group, that we're very open to traveling to run the groups. They do not have to be at Bridgewater. We've run quite a few in Plymouth, Weymouth. We've reached out now to the Bridgewaters and Raynham, so we're open and keep a list and keep running as many groups as we can.
Good. Well, thank you for spending time with me today, and I wish you luck in your future work.
Thank you.